Well, hello there, everybody, and a good New Year's Eve to you. We're closing out the last couple of hours of 2025 together here. And, going forward, I think we're mostly going to be pretty comfortable going into the first week of January. But a lot of questions remain to be seen. In any case, I hope you do have a nice New Year's, a happy time, of course, and a reset, not just to life, but also in the weather world, too. We're going to close out 2025 here and look ahead to what's coming in 2026. So thanks for being here. Hope you have a good evening as well and enjoy the next 20 minutes with us. So let's kind of get right to it. First off, I'm going to start you out with some numbers as we finish out the year here, 2025, coming to a close. What were some of the extremes or some of the highlights to our weather? All of these stats are just for Greensboro. Most of our records are kept at PTI Airport in Greensboro, of course. And one of the things that strikes me about this is that there actually weren't all that many extremes in our weather this year. Our hottest temperature through the year was 96 degrees. We did that twice. June had a lot of our heat in our summertime here. 2 times did we hit 96. It was on back-to-back days. The coldest weather, well, actually, we just finished up with that. The middle of December, we had some of those morning lows getting down to right around 10. At the airport, we got down to 11 degrees. That was the coldest outbreak of the year. The wettest day was in the middle of July. You might remember July had tons of flooding. Part of that was due to Tropical Storm Chantal. Even a couple of days after Chantal, which happened on the 6th, for Greensboro on the 9th was the wettest day. A thunderstorm just sat over the airport at about 3 inches. Summertime rainfall can be pretty random otherwise, but that's when the wettest happened in Greensboro. Our snow, some people think it didn't snow last year. It did. It sure did. We had a couple snow events. January 10th was the snowiest of those days, just over 2 inches. We are in a snow drought, though. It still has been a while since a big storm moved to town. The last one for us above 4 inches was in 2018, which now is getting to be quite a long time ago. The windiest day was back in September, at around 53 miles per hour. I had just looked that stat up because just the other day, we got up to a 50 mile per hour gust, so we were pretty close to it. So just a couple of numbers here as we ring in the new year. Again, hopefully you're having a nice New Year's Eve so far. We are starting to cool down this evening, but kind of the theme right now, it's just not that cold of a day. Temperatures, for a change, got up into the upper 40s, a bit warmer than we were yesterday when we were stuck in the 30s. So if you have anything going on this evening, it should be pretty all right. There's not a lot of wind anymore either. We did have some gusty winds earlier through parts of the afternoon. That's not really the case anymore. Our wind is light, only at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. And if you have anything going on for the new year, you're good. You're good to do it. Green light here. Temperatures over the next couple of hours cooling, but we're not even going to hit freezing overnight tonight. I expect us to stay above freezing, mostly in the mid to upper 30s. Right around midnight, that temperature should be right around 38 degrees or 37 degrees. So again, nothing too extreme here. And overall, no complaints about that. For a New Year's Eve here in the Piedmont. As far as tomorrow goes, New Year's Day, how is it looking? I have us in the 30s in the morning and then 50s for the afternoon. There will be a bit of a breeze to move our way. So overall, it's not that bad of a day for tomorrow, but there will be a little bit of warmth. So kind of trending a little warmer for the start of the new year. The main thing I want to talk about as we go through the rest of the week is this. So let's talk about a bit of a rain chance. Nothing coming our way all that soon, but once we get toward the weekend, especially looking at Saturday, there will be some rain potential here, probably starting Saturday morning. So thinking about between around 8 a.m. and 11 a.m. That's when we could start to see some rain moving our way. You might have noticed or might have remembered that over the last couple of days, we've talked about this as a potential, whether it tracks south or moves right overhead. This is trending north now. And so with that, the chance of rain for our area is going up. And it's going up for Saturday from the late morning through the afternoon. Looks to be our best chance at getting some rain over the next 7 days. So again, this is for the weekend. I do start to think that we will be getting some rainfall and probably lower amounts with this. Less than half an inch seems likely to me. Now, there is a little intrigue here. The farther north you go into Virginia, there could be a little mixing of precipitation. It's going to be a cold rain. Temperatures for us could be stuck in the 30s and 40s, so it's not pleasant. It's not a fun time to be out and about, but it will be something that we're dealing with for the first part of the weekend. On Sunday, clearing right out, there's sunshine back again, but I do think that rain is something you should be keeping in mind as we go into that weekend. So bottom line, Saturday, looking at the morning through the evening, chilly rain showers. You want to have rain gear with you. You want to make sure it's some warm rain gear also. But that's the only day in the forecast to really kind of keep an eye on. I did mention that there was some uncertainty with this system over the last couple of days. Now, most computer models have trended toward it being wet. So Saturday does look wet. It's not just a one-off with one model here or there. Most areas should be getting some rainfall on Saturday. And keep an eye on things if you happen to be traveling northward into Virginia. Again, they might have a little bit of mixed precipitation to go along with that. As far as our area, we'll kind of bring it back to our local forecast. Overnight tonight, temperatures just dripping down into the 30s. And for the first day of the new year, it could be rather warm. Temperatures getting all the way up into the mid 50s or so. So there's a little bit of warmth to be had for us. As far as the 7-day forecast, let's take a look here. Over the course of the rest of the week and into the weekend, we have us in the 50s. So Thursday and Friday, both are looking to be pretty warm to start the new year. Morning temperatures, they'll be right around freezing or so. Looking ahead to the weekend, Saturday's the day you want to watch for, looking for that rain potential, mostly from the morning into the evening. Now, it's not necessarily going to be constant, but it is something that we'll keep an eye on, okay? Looking ahead, warmer weather. Temperatures in the low 50s on Monday, low 60s Tuesday into Wednesday. So the potential is there for some real warmth to move into our area as we welcome in the first week of the new year. So that's a look at your 7-day forecast. That's something we're going to be keeping an eye on you over the next couple of days. We're going to be back talking with Brittany Van Voorhees and Charlotte about all things new year and a little bit of info about why it's so hard to snow in the Carolinas.